Yep. This is the Generational Run, the podcast. We're your hosts. How does it feel to be a host?
Great.
Jonathan's not here. He was supposed to be. I think little bro forgot. Fell asleep. Listen.
Are listening?
I'll let him get a pass this time. You know. He fell asleep. The old me would have been annoyed. The new me. The new refined me. Like years ago, Wen would have got shit and called out Mom. But I'll just let Jonathan slide. Let bro cook. Wen, if you don't show up, you're a faggot. So. Speaking of Wen is in Detroit. So.
No internet.
So we'll see. Why you...
Just a little bit.
Dog.
We are good.
Dog.
We're good.
Let's address the beginning of the video with the new look. How do you feel about the glasses?
I like them. I love them. So cute.
So, you're going to see me rocking glasses in videos now. If you watch some of the older content, you would have seen me wearing glasses before. It's not new. This is my fourth pair of glasses, but I don't really like wearing glasses, but
Clearly.
somebody...
Because you need to. Because you need to. Hey, give me...
What happened?
It's fine, I have another one.
So, somebody's making me wear glasses.
You're welcome.
So, Bo, you got your own drink. Dog, you got your own drink. Right there. Get your own drink. Get your own, no.
It almost tastes like apple cider.
It tastes like raspberry tea.
That too. Can I have my Lego?
No.
Give me my Lego.
You almost dropped it.
I didn't.
You want to show everybody your Lego? Wow.
Wow, so cool.
This video's going well.
Clearly. Incheon, where Incheon go? Meep.
So let's start with the sports segment. This weekend there was sports that were played, including football. How did your team do?
Very bad. It was kind of embarrassing to lose to the Panthers in Germany. That's embarrassing.
Daniel Jones done pretty much, it seems like, from what I've seen.
Yeah, they're pissed. Coaches are pissed that we're doing so shit. They want him off. Oh, I'm gone.
I mean,
don't blame them.
their coach did not seem thrilled from what I was reading.
No.
Because I guess every other week he's been like, nah, he's our guy, but this week he's like...
Because that's embarrassing.
He said anything's on the table, or like any options, like... Yeah. No, I think he's done.
Because it's embarrassing to, one, lose to the Panthers, and then, two, be in Germany and lose to the Panthers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think
Smile, we're witnessing mental illness is Daniel Jones.
I think the thing for the Giants is, like...
Bad. Not good.
When did they pay Daniel Jones? Last season? 2 years ago? Something like that.
Yeah.
Whenever they paid bro, he not been good. Like, his first year, he was solid. Like, bro was good.
Not good anymore.
And now bro's just ass. So I think he's cooked. I think it's over.
He should be.
I mean...
Bring a better guy back in.
Like, I don't know who's in college that's good, but I mean, realistically, I believe the Giants are the worst now because the Panthers won.
Yes.
So if they get the first pick, I mean, there's got to be a quarterback out there that's good in college. There's a one or two every year, and you can draft somebody.
Literally, please get me a new quarterback.
Because, I mean, I don't think they have a terrible team necessarily. Like, they have pieces there. I mean, they got your dude.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, they got bro.
They got Malik Neighbors and Isaiah Hodgkins. That's about it.
But, I mean, at least you have, like, some dudes.
Two. Singular.
So, again, you got to getting a quarterback is key. Like,
Quarterback.
if you have a bad quarterback, you're not going to do anything.
Nope.
I've been a Jets fan forever, so I know how it is to have a shit quarterback.
Yep.
I mean, granted, the Jets have a good quarterback and they're still shit, but
Yep.
it's great. I think the thing is, and we can go to the Jets now that we're on that. We didn't watch either one of the games. Because the Panthers, I almost said Panthers first. Panthers and Giants, either way.
Was that 9:30?
Giants game was 9:30, so we didn't watch that because we were sleeping. And the Jets game was on during the NASCAR championship race, and NASCAR is my favorite sport, so
NASCAR more important.
not gonna miss that. I mean, we did see Joe Logano and Mickey Mouse debate championship, but
Yuck.
we'll touch on that in a minute.
Disco stain.
So the thing with the Jets, I mean, they lost like 6 to like 20 something. My dad watched the whole game, as he's been a suffering Jets fan since he was like 8 or 9, when the Jets won the Super Bowl. Yeah, he would have been. That was 1969. That was October 1969. So he would have been 8. So. Because, again, back in the 60s, Joe Namath was on everything. So everybody thought Joe Namath was that dude. Like, he was that guy, pal.
He was that guy.
He was on everything. TV shows, like, the 3 different shows that were on. Like, he was on whatever. Talk shows, everything. Ads. Like, Joe Namath was on everything. So, like, little kid growing up, like, Joe Namath, that dude. So, my dad's been Jets fan for quite a long time. So he's very committed to the suffering, the pain and suffering of watching the Jets lose. So he watched the whole game, and basically from what he told me, like, the score was not even what it should have been, like how bad the Jets were. I mean, I think at this point, like, it's very disappointing. I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, it's the Jets, but it is disappointing when you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Garrett Wilson, you have Devontae Adams, you have Breece Hall. This is a good team. It's not like they're shit. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's... Is it coaching? I mean, I do think you do have to blame Aaron Rodgers slightly. I think that... not doing the practice with the team and say, I'm going to go to Egypt and hang out at the beginning of the season probably wasn't the smartest move. Like, I know Aaron Rodgers is that dude. I know he's the all-time great quarterback. But you have to practice with the team, essentially he's on a new team, right? Because he didn't play last year. So he's coming off of injury, going to essentially a new team. So he doesn't have the connection with Garrett Wilson. He doesn't have the connection with Breece Hall. He doesn't have the connection with any player that was on the Jets, basically. Like, he just doesn't have that with those guys. So it took a while. I think his issues with Robert Saleh was a big problem. I think those are bigger issues than both of them were saying. I think that just looking at the team in general. There's some issues. Again, I think next year they can be good, but I think that they all have to practice. Aaron Rodgers has to be there.
Ja.
They need to get a good coach. Like, I think that the Jets are in a better position than the Giants are to be good next year. I think that the Jets are in a better position than the Patriots when we talk about them with
Hi, baby.
with Jonathan being here. All right, I think that both of those teams have more to do to be good. I think that the Jets' issue is just Aaron Rodgers needs the connection. Guess the defense is kind of shit, which is surprising because the defense is normally good. So I think bring in new coaches and go from there. I think that's what you have to do at this point.
Hello.
I don't think that going all in has really worked for the Jets as they expected compared to other teams like in the last few years that have gotten these quarterbacks and gone all in, like the Broncos did when they had, got Peyton Manning, and when the Buccaneers with Tom Brady, like going and saying, we have these guys, we have a year or two to go win a championship. The Rams went all in to win with Matt Stafford being out. They went all in, they got the quarterback, they got the pieces they needed. The Jets, for whatever reason, hasn't worked. I think that all those other teams had good coaching. And I think the quarterbacks who were there practicing the whole time. So I think those are the things that help those teams. I think Aaron Rodgers has to show up to practice and be there with the guys that are on the team that are also practicing. Like, you need to do that. Go do your ayahuasca, do your darkness retreats. But when it's time to practice, you got to be there. You can't be doing some Egypt trip. So I think that's important. So there's that. That's my thought. What are you Googling?
The Patriots.
I think they won.
What was the day? The 10th?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won 19-3.
Because the Bears are
And
even
then-
more shit.
Yeah, they play the Rams this Sunday.
Interesting. Damn, we missed Jonathan talking about the Patriots winning.
We don't play until the 24th.
So is this the bye week for the Giants then?
Yeah, we play the Buccaneers on the
Oof.
24th.
Oof, y'all coming back getting cooked, huh?
They better use that time to be better. Yell at Daniel Jones.
The Jets are playing the Colts.
Yeah, I was going to say, y'all are playing the Colts.
Now, the Jets are so trash that game got moved from being Sunday night. That was the Sunday night football game. It's, we got the printed one on the refrigerator?
Still so Sunday.
But it's Sunday night. It was the game on NBC. Sunday night football. If you go look at the one on the refrigerator, it says like 8:20 NBC. They flexed it because the Jets were so bad.
I don't doubt it.
That's why, because the Jets had the most primetime games. It was like them, I think the Chiefs, and like Cowboys or something like that.
Sound about right?
I think that maybe they have more primetime games than the Chiefs or something like that. They had the most that any teams like are allowed. I think you're allowed 8. They had the maximum.
Bruh.
Between Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, they had 8.
Bruh.
And they were so trash. NFL's like, all right, let's not have the Jets and Colts at Sunday Night Football. Because they do have that ability to move some games if needed.
I don't blame them.
So, that is that for football. Giants are on a bye week, so you don't have to have a prediction or a thought for next week. I guess I'll do Jonathan since he's not here as well. You have Patriots and Rams.
I think the Rams are gonna win.
Now, if I'm gonna be Jonathan,
The Patriots are gonna win.
in this spot, I'm Jonathan.
You gotta talk like him.
I don't know how to talk like Jonathan.
I don't know.
If I'm being Jonathan, I think Patriots are winning by 50 million, and Drake May is the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Basically, good enough.
That's my thought. That's Jonathan. Looking at it though, I think that it'd probably be a close game because I don't think the Rams are that good.
Mm.
Let's see if the Rams are good. I don't know their record. I'm not sure. No, I don't need you to... Whatever the hell that said. Getting this new phone, everything's going wild. I mean, yeah, the Rams are only one game better than the Patriots.
Damn.
I mean, I'm going to go with the Rams. I think the Rams will win it. But again, as Jonathan, Patriots win by 50. Jets and Colts. They're both also shit. That's why that game got moved from primetime. Where are they playing?
Indy hits the road, week 11.
There you go. They're playing in New York. Great. I don't know. I think that they're gonna both be terrible, and they're gonna be like 6-3. Yeah, that's my thought. 6-3, Jets win. Overtime field goal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things that when you have two trash teams, the games could also be close.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's that. Alright, next up, there is more sports. We can talk about basketball. Warriors played against, who'd they play?
Dallas.
That was big. Klay Thompson obviously returning to Golden State, where he played for most of his whole career until this year. I believe when this video goes out, they will have played their next game. It's Memphis, because I believe this video goes out on, Saturdays? So, we're recording this before that game takes place, though. So, that was the first game of the NBA Cup as well.
I thought Dallas was.
No, I'm saying that was the first game of the NBA Cup.
Oh.
As well. So, along with Klay Thompson returning, first game of the NBA Cup this year. NBA Cup, I think it's cool. I think a lot of people like to meme it. But I do think it's kind of cool to have a tournament in the middle of the season. Yeah, so... obviously, it's a close game. They're both good teams. Why don't you tell them about the ending? Tell them the end of the game. You got to enjoy it.
Was that when that Green made his corner shot? His corner three?
I think I was in the bathroom at that point.
Oh.
Is that what happened?
That he made his corner three?
Mm-hmm.
And then Curry made his magical, wicked three.
That was good.
That shouldn't probably went in.
Steph Curry. What were they saying on TNT after the game? He made it look Steph-effortless. You hear him say that?
No.
You missed that part? They always say that. He makes it look Steph-effortless.
I got to see Night.
Night, you excited about that?
In live time. Yeah,
So, if you guys don't know, Emily's watching basketball. I've been into basketball since the 2015-2016 season. That's when I started following the Warriors and following basketball in general. This is Emily's first year, so a lot of those things she hasn't seen. So, he come back. Screw went into rest mode. So you can see all those things like you've seen the pictures, seen the highlights, but
Bro hitting his threes in real time.
It's pretty awesome to watch, right?
Yeah, just like my threes I made today in 2K. 10 out of 10.
I mean, it's cool to have the Warriors back, like, doing well. After, the last 2 years of kind of struggling. Last year they missed the playoffs. The year before they made the playoffs, but it wasn't the easiest time. This year's been pretty well, or gone pretty well so far. The young players are playing well, which I think is important, obviously, to the future of the team. So having them sort of come to their own, year 2, year 3, for some of those rookies, some of those younger players is important. They aren't rookies, but they're still younger players. Again, basketball is an interesting sport to watch. I know, again, you haven't watched it much, so it's interesting to kind of talk about that. Basketball players take years to become really good, like in the sport, right? So you'll see a guy get drafted, but he might not play right away, right? Because you watch football, right? We're talking about that obviously with the Giants, not playing well, right? Whoever they draft in this year is going to be a starter right away, right? Whoever the Giants pick, whether it's first, second, third, overall, that guy's starting, right? He's out there, one of the important pieces of the team's success or struggles, right? Whatever happens, whatever he does is going to be important to the team.
Yeah.
Basketball, you draft somebody, they might come off the bench, but they're probably not starting. Like, unless they are a elite, insane talent, once you get past, top 2, 3 picks, they're coming off the bench. They got to develop and get used to being in the NBA. So it's interesting to watch these guys that have been drafted, 2021, 2022, 2023, see them develop from who's this guy coming in garbage time till a key piece of the team. So it's interesting to watch that evolution. Because you don't see that in football. And it's also interesting to think of each sport a little different, because when you watch something like baseball, I mean, guys can be in minor leagues for 8 years. But then all of a sudden they come and they're like a star.
No way.
So it's very interesting the difference in each sport. Where football, you're out there as a starter week 1. NBA, you're taking a few years playing garbage time. Baseball, you can be in minor leagues for 10 years. And then you can come and have like an insane week, and then you're gone. It's super weird, each sport being a little different like that. But yeah, that's basketball for you. So, looking forward to more NBA Cup games, watching some more Warriors games, seeing how that all goes. Final sports segment, though, we're going to talk about NASCAR championship race. Which again, next year I kind of want to return to the racing debrief series, which we kind of stopped this year. I did a good amount of it. Did most of last year, did a good amount of this year, but we stopped. It was about sometime in August. The series kind of went on pause.
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
No.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Is there anything that happened in August that would alter content creation?
No.
Nothing?
No. Nothing. No. No.
So, we will be back, though, probably with Racing Debrief next year. So we didn't really talk much about the NASCAR playoffs. But the championship race, A, was boring. Phoenix is not a good track.
No. They're boring. Not watching.
It really is not good for a championship race. Especially when the track that did host the championship from 2002 all the way till 2019 put on an insane finish with Tyler Reddick winning over Ryan Blaney, with that being Homestead. Homestead is a fantastic track for racing. And honestly, is probably the best season finale track, thinking of all the ones that NASCAR's had, at least the last 4. So, with Atlanta having the season finale for a long time, New Hampshire's 1 year of the season finale, and then Homestead having it for all those years, and now Phoenix. I just think that Homestead is the track to pick. So hopefully they go back to that in 2026. Which is likely with the fact that Homestead's moved out of the playoffs to the beginning, early part of the season. Give them more time to do renovations on the track and all that stuff. Because let's start with Phoenix, they did renovations to it before making it the championship race. So yeah, Phoenix, not a great track. Championship 4 isn't really a great group this year, or wasn't a great group.
Bad.
You had Joey Logano, who had statistically terrible season. Shouldn't have made the playoffs unless Austin Cindric spins out with 2 laps to go, and then there's 5 overtimes. In Nashville, you have William Byron, who was mid after March, and got himself in by the fact that Chevrolet teams slowed down to help him get into the playoffs, and then NASCAR decided to penalize Christopher Bell for while riding in Martinsville, which seemed like a super lame penalty when he did not intentionally do it, which they were trying to prevent intentionally doing it, like Ross Chastain did in 2022. Followed up, you have Ryan Blaney, who a lot of people like. He's one of the more popular drivers. All the women think he's hot. But I think Ryan Blaney, I'm not a fan of the guy. He's just kind of there. He's never really been a driver that I really liked that much. He kind of just was there. So, seeing the championship that he won last year, I think he got more obnoxious. And I think that it was kind of annoying to see him win last season. So you have that. Then you have Tyler Reddick, who's really the only likable one in the championship 4. Also Toyota driver, so I was rooting for him. Because I root for the Toyota drivers to win. And, yes, I was kind of rooting for Tyler Reddick. Obviously, I want to see him do well, win the championship. He did not have the car ready to win the championship, though, unfortunately. William Byron would have been my second pick, just because I really don't like Joe Logano or Ryan Blaney. I would have liked to see Blaney over Logano. I know you wanted Blaney to win the least. You said that initially.
No, I did not.
You changed your mind after.
Nuh-uh. No, I didn't.
I asked when we were sitting there, I said, who do you want to win the least? You said Blaney, my mom said Blaney. No, I said Logano.
Yeah.
That's what I said. You would have liked Blaney over Logano.
No, you brought up Reddick.
No, then I went to the other 2. Are you paying attention? Or are you just building your Lego?
I'm paying attention, but you hurt my brain.
If you were ranking them, you'd have Reddick first.
Yeah.
Byron second.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said Blaney. Or you said Logano, then Blaney. You had Blaney fourth. So you wanted Blaney to win the least. That's what I said.
Yeah, we don't like him.
But I said that I wanted Logano to win the least. I would have taken Ryan Blaney winning over Joe Logano.
I would take none of them. I will pass.
So,
I'm good.
see, I didn't want to see really Blaney or Logano. I was kind of hoping they took each other out at the end of the race, but Blaney couldn't get to Logano, and Joe Logano is a 3-time champion. I think the thing with Joe Logano winning is it's super unfortunate for the sport because you have, a very undeserving champion. He would have been 12th in regular season points. So to have a guy that's that far down the points win the championship is very unfortunate. So then that further delegitimizes the playoff series, the playoff format. I think that the other issue is you have somebody like Joe Logano who is a good driver, but isn't all-time great material being in this category of guys that has 3 championships. Like, there's not many drivers that have 3 or more championships. Really getting to 3 is hard. And, after that, you get to 4, and you have, even less. So, to have somebody that's close to that, like, in that category with 3 championships, there's not many that have that. So, it's unfortunate to see. And, again, you see these drivers who benefit from this format, and you have drivers that are really hurt by it in their career and their legacy. Because there are drivers who have 1 championship or no championships that are way better than a guy like Joe Logano. But the playoffs come down to 2 races, or 1 race. I think that the thing is, at the same time, Joe Logano getting hate for winning, it's fun to have a Mickey Mouse meme, but realistically, he did what he had to do in the format. So, like, within the format, he's the champions, whatever, right? It's funny to say it's Mickey Mouse because it really is, but he won in the format that you have to win in. So, hopefully NASCAR makes changes to it. They're talking about making small changes for 2025. I think we'll see potential bigger changes in 2026. But I just think the playoffs is not the way to determine the champion. I think that going back to a full season format, as nice as that would be, isn't going to happen, unfortunately. I just think that the NASCAR is too far gone from doing that. I think the leadership doesn't want to do it. Again, I think the playoffs don't help the they're trying to push that it does. Playoffs don't help ratings. Playoffs don't help any of that stuff. So, the playoffs aren't getting people to tune in that already were not tuned in to say, I got to watch the playoffs. Especially once every year it's manufactured drama. Playoffs work in baseball. Playoffs work in basketball. Playoffs work in football. It's one of those things that, it works when your opponent's head-to-head, right? If you're in basketball, you have to you have to win 4 games. Baseball, you have to win 4 games. Football, realistically, it'd be nice if they played more than 1 game, but it's just not really the physical nature of football. You can't have, set where you got to win 2 games or something like that. Best of 3, right? It'd be cool if football had best of 3, because then you would have an opportunity to get the best teams every time. But again, it's head-to-head. Racing is not head-to-head. NASCAR is not just straight up 1v1. Though next year with the whatever they're in season tournament next summer, I'm looking forward to that. Which you don't know about that.
Do I not?
No.
Oh.
They just announced it. It's brand new.
Oh.
They announced it a few months ago.
Oh.
Never told you about it.
Well, that's rude.
I kind of forgot about it. But I am looking forward to it. That's going to be good. you have anything else you want to add about the playoffs and Atlanta winning?
Bad. Not good. No like. Bad.
I guess the question is for somebody who hasn't watched NASCAR racing, right? Every week, all the time. What did you think of your first year of watching the playoffs? Like how it worked? I know you said it was interesting.
It okay.
What do you think should change about it?
How they play.
How they play?
Yep.
Like, do you think the champion should be determined in one race?
No.
Look at that. So NASCAR, if you're watching, new fan, not interested. Now it is time once again to move into Emily's favorite segment. It is what?
Not my fact of the week.
What's the segment?
Politics.
This week in politics.
Trump and Biden are friends.
Trump and Biden are friends.
That's it. I go on effective week now. Bye.
They are friends. That's pretty funny. In their meeting, their
I'm gonna send now.
transition of leadership meetings. They definitely seemed like they were getting along, which is very surprising considering how much shit they talked about each other for 4 years, 5 years, however long it's been.
4.
Well, I'm saying I don't remember
Plus.
when. What?
Oh no.
It depends on when. I forgot when Biden started running. I think no, it had to be 2019 when Burr started running for president.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 5 years they've been talking shit about each other. And now they're sitting there being friends. I'm waiting for them to go golfing together. Waiting for that to happen.
For real.
But other things, of course, you have Doge. What do you think about Doge?
Great idea.
And Doge stands for?
Something in government.
Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah, that.
So, of course, Elon got to name it. That's why it's called Doge. But having... I walked out of my room getting ready for work today, and to see on Fox News, Musk in charge of government Doge. Or Doge, whatever, with the government. Like, just the headline on Fox News that says Doge is hilarious.
Doge. Just a little guy.
So, I mean, Doge meme's great. I'm a big Doge enjoyer.
Same.
So, I mean, I think that's a good move. Obviously, it's going to be like a 2-year process of checking the efficiency of different things in the government and what you can cut. Obviously, Elon's good at that. We've seen with X when he bought it. Obviously, when he bought Twitter, he made it X. But, you know, he cut down... I think it was about 80% of the staff that worked at Twitter got fired. Just to make it more efficient. You don't know all the people. So I think that if you can look at the government and cut out the things to make the government more efficient, I mean, I think that's good. Obviously, you're going to have Vivek in it as well. Both of them together is going to be really, really good. Now, of course, you have some of the people in the government that are bums, like Elizabeth Warren, tweeting about the government efficiency setting up with 2 people in charge of it. But, I mean, when you have people that know what they're doing with business, having more than one mind to talk about it, I think works out well. So, I think that them together will be good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Department of Government Efficiency can do. What positions can we cut? How can we save money? The Post said that it would be a great present for America's 250th anniversary, which I'm looking forward to. Is it 200? Yeah, 250th. 250th anniversary of the United States. 2026. We're going to be celebrating.
Banger.
So, there's going to be big parties. Genuinely. Big celebrations. 2026 is going to be wild, though, because we got the World Cup. Trump being president, we have the World Cup. When we have the Olympics. And the 250th anniversary of America. Goated times. And now it is time for the next segment. GTA Racing.
What is there to talk about? We didn't do it. Because Wayne's a fraudulent bum who decided to move to Detroit.
She said it. I was going to, but she already did it. Share here with the facts. We did do Call of Duty in the place of that. It was great. Yep. And now it is time for Emily's Fact of the Week.
It's a law in Connecticut that if you make pickles, it's not a pickle unless it bounces.
Look at you. Not about pickles. 2 days ago you were crying about them, now you're here with pickle facts. What? You don't want to be exposed like that for... No. Well, let's talk about it in a positive light. No. Emily... is not the biggest enjoyer of pickles. But she did eat a burger that I made for her that featured pickles on it. She ate the whole thing. I'm super proud of her for that.
With the pickles on it?
With the pickles on it, she ate the whole thing. I'm so proud of you for eating pickles.
Did not want to. Did not want to.
Not a fan.
They're okay.
But now you'll have pickles on everything.
Don't push your luck. Depends what it is.
Next up, it is Song of the Week. All right, Jonathan, what you got? Not ready with your Song of the Week.
This is the first time I haven't been.
This is embarrassing. You know who was ready for Song of the Week this week, too?
Jonathan?
Yeah. He told me today at work, he's like, I got my Song of the Week picked out. Bro was actually ready, and now bro's not here.
I'm going to go with Talladega. Have I done that before?
I don't know, you're supposed to say who sings the song, too, when you announce it.
No, I know.
I have.
It's
You
Eric
haven't.
Church. Oh, okay.
Talladega by Eric Church?
Yeah.
Banger. I'm going to pick Kansas by Luke Bryan.
Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore.
And now it is time for the final segment.
Usually we do like a game or something, but there's only two of us here. We can include Jackson. He's eeping with his toes bent really funny.
Speaking of Jax is on the recovery.
From being a bitch, maybe.
Bro is normally bro normally makes a presence in this video, but he's currently sleeping.
He's eeping.
Probably from his medications. So, is that what you think makes him tired?
Yeah, I was talking to your mom about that today. My poor little taxi.
So he
had to go to vet. He broke his foot.
This could be our ending segment.
Yep. He dislocated his claw and broke his toe. Trying to get away from scary bingus, which I do not blame him. But now he had cone. Now he no have cone. Now he just do licky licky like Bingus. And be more of a dick than he was. I do not like it. At the end, goodbye.
Alright, so basically what happened with Jax, like Emily mentioned, was that he dislocated his claw and broke his toe.
I said that.
I know, that's why I said, like Emily said.
Yeah, I covered it. I recapped it. We done.
No, we're gonna
eat now.
We're gonna explain it in more details. You open your new bag. We gotta stretch this out.
No.
So.
Nothing.
So he ran in the room, my bedroom, our bedroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit.
So he ran into our bedroom, and Emily's side of the bed. Bingus was there. Bingus the dog. If you guys didn't see the in-person video back a few months ago, Bingus the dog made her first on-camera appearance. And she was there. Jax ran in because we were showing my parents your Legos. Mm-hmm. So Bingus was in there. The door was open. Jax comes flying in.
I gripped Bingus.
And he's seen her, and I think that's when he dislocated his claw because he took off real quick. I think he might have got it stuck on the carpet because he probably put his claws out to see her. And then from there...
Stop talking, Siri.
Sorry.
That little glowing that it does, that's what it does on the all-around Apple CarPlay. When I'm texting you with Siri. And then all around your name, it glows. It's pretty cool. That's why I was telling you it looked nice. So, he gets on the bed. This is on Saturday? Friday? Whatever.
Yeah.
He jumps on the bed. You notice he's bleeding on your blanket.
Yeah, I did not want his toe germs. I'm like...
So, after that, I think you noticed it when we washed it. So, yeah, we told my mom the next day. So, it would have been Friday, because then we told her on Saturday. Because that's when we went and brought decorations up. Was it Saturday? Yeah, we brought decorations up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I remember we went to your house to do that. Yeah. So, we talked about it Saturday, Sunday. You still think that it's a problem? We should take him to the vet. So, take him to the vet on Tuesday. Now, Jax has been a problem going to the vet before. Now, you should also know, Jax is my brother's cat. So, my brother's the only one that's taken to the vet until Emily and I did. We were going to have my brother involved in it. He's got other things that he's dealing with currently. We don't want to be like, hey, your cat broke his toe. We didn't even want him to know. He found out because of the vet calling him and all that stuff. But we weren't going to tell him until later. Because, again, don't need to worry about it. Whatever. So, Emily gets the gloves that she needs to put him in the carrier. We do it the proper way. He really wasn't that bad to get in. We go there, they look at him, clean it up, and say, yeah, he dislocated his claw. And you can see how it's not connected to his little toe. It's a little loose.
Dangling.
Just flopping around. Which there's not really a way they can fix it, I don't think.
Let's hope he just doesn't rip it out.
Yeah.
Just a little piece of foot.
So, we don't actually know how he broke his toe. That's the part that's weird.
I think it's when he fell. When he had that big crash. When your parents hurt him.
So, yeah, also there was apparently a day that he fell. Was that Sunday? I think.
Yeah.
So, apparently he fell, maybe on, I think it was the cat tree. Because he hurt his, obviously dislocated his claw, so he was walking a little bit weird. And he must have fell. And then broke his toe. Because then he was walking even more weird. So, he had two separate injuries, basically.
On the same foot.
Yeah. So we got him there. They gave him medicine. They didn't put a cone on him, but he just...
They had to? I had to.
No, so they gave him medicine, and then...
Oh.
I don't think I said they put a cone on him.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry that I misspoke.
Yes, you did. He was very... I trapped him. I trapped him in the
So,
cat carrier.
they said to put the cone on him. Send him home with it. Emily put the cone on the cat. And then he just disconnected, basically. And then
he lost connection to reality. He really did.
So, obviously, if you guys don't know, cats struggle to exist without their whiskers, basically. Their whiskers are super important to them.
Their way of life.
It's their way of... They can't walk without them, basically. So the cone pushes his... I think the other thing, too, is that I wonder if they probably could exist without it. But he had something touching them with the cone.
Yeah.
So the thing is that the whiskers are how they feel how close things are to them. So, with the cone on, bro couldn't walk.
He walked into everything.
Potatoes, the wall.
Potato, the wall, the dishwasher, the fridge, the molding, the baby gate, you know. My poor taxi. I will show.
The chair.
The chair.
When's chair?
Scared the crap out of Bandit.
Oh, here's some of my screenshots.
It's on my Spotify playlist.
Mm.
My poor taxi. He looks so sad. He was trying to fit under the chair.
That's when he was stalled.
He was a stalled car. My poor taxi. That it. Now he's not poor taxi anymore because he scared Inchon. A little bit please.
Basically, he's back to being a dick now that he has the cone off. His medication's making him feel a little better.
A little too better.
And now he's just back to being insane. Annoying Bingus. Going to her door.
He was doing that before the cone was off.
That is true.
Are you kidding?
That is true.
He was full activity when Bingus was trapped in a room.
That's wild work.
That's all he did.
So that's our game this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. Jonathan will be back next week if he's not eeping. And hopefully we're back with GTA next week if when
Decides to get his shit together.
gets to the internet and stops being a mega faggot. Alright, well we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.